Right guys, welcome to episode, I can't remember what it is, of Transfer Centre, so you're gonna have to forgive me for that. And I've been collecting a few of these transfer bits of information for the last few days, so you might have heard of some of this, but I was bored while my tooth was hurting, tooth. So just forgive me if you've heard it. So first one is Robbie Keane is linked with Bolton and could be used as a trade offer in a swap deal for Gary Cahill. That makes sense. Oh god, it's not going good today. So Adebayor claims Mourinho promised to make a move for him. He says he is willing to wait all summer for Mourinho to call. I think it's a bit risky really to be waiting on something someone said they want to sign them. It's not really, if the club don't want him, if the owners of the club don't want him, they can't really just say, well, I promised to sign him. It's a bit risky, I think, but he obviously clearly doesn't want to go back to Man City. So Napoli say Hamsik, I think that's how you say it, is worth €100 million, which is approximately £90 million, and AC Milan are set to lose out on him, as Napoli say they would rather sell to Inter. And I think that's ridiculous money, because it's just unproven. He's good, but £90 million, it's ridiculous. But I don't care if Inter want to get him, they can waste their money on him if they want. Jarvis says he wants to stay at Wolves and is insisting he's staying despite interest from other clubs, and I think that's really good news for Wolves. He's a class player, and I think like last year he had his looking at the England squad, and it's sort of died down a bit now, and he's not that young really, he's 25, and it's starting to get a bit too late to be making your move on the England team, but hopefully he does, because I really like him. So veteran Nuno Gomez has moved on a free to Braga, ending 12 years at the club. After last month he was told he would not get a new contract, and I think that's a bit harsh. I know it's not about doing the right thing, making someone feel good. It's all about money. But he's been there for 12 years, and they turn around and say, "We're not going to give you another contract." I would feel a bit hard done by, really, for a club that you've given so much to. It's like over half his footballing career spent helping that club out. They could at least give him, lower his wages. I'm sure he probably would have stayed there for little wages, but spent the rest of his career at the club. And I think it's a bit on a free. I guess Braga is a useful player. He can still probably grab a few goals, so it's a pretty good deal for Braga if you really think about it. Mikael Smith is set to finalise move to Leicester City soon, but West Ham and Leicester are leading the chase, but Mikael Smith is yet to decide on his future. I don't know if there's any more news about this, but I think he'll go to Leicester because they're loaded. Well, yeah, they've got a lot of money. And I don't know if they've still got Yakubu. Did they get him full time? If you know that, leave it in the comments, because I'd be quite interested to find out that. And I wrote this news down last night, so it should be a bit more up to date. So Zigic is set for Blues exit. There's no other information on that, but I think I heard that he might be going to Malaga, because they've come into loads of money. It's ridiculous. They've just bought Van Nistelrooy, and they want to buy Drogba and Zalgbia, so they seem to be throwing the cash all over the place. What's his name? I can't remember his first name, but Gardner for Bolton, the fullback, has got a 1-year contract extension. I don't really rate him very much, and Bolton he's been good for Bolton. You can't just say that he's been awful, but I don't think he's good enough, to be honest. Well, I guess if he does really good over the 1 year, next year coming up, I guess it justifies it. Nicky Adjose, I think that's how you say it, has moved to Peterborough from Man U for £300,000. He's 19, and they want to finalise the deal as quick as possible so they don't spark interest, because a lot of clubs have been interested in him. And when I've seen him play, he's a really good prospect. I'm surprised Man U are getting rid of him. Aston Villa manager is desperate to sign Zogbia. Also, he is linked with Liverpool, Newcastle, Sunderland and Malaga. McLeish tried to sign him while at Blues and he's a big fan of him. I don't think he'll go to Villa, to be honest. I think he'll probably go to Liverpool or Newcastle. Newcastle seem to be throwing the cash around a bit as well. They're getting quite a decent team. I expect them to be in the Premiership now like they were before and be like a staple team in the Premiership, just there every year. And Sunderland seems to be getting a lot of players, but I don't think he'll go there. Wigan have agreed a $4 million price for Al-Habsi. He was on loan there last season from Bolton, and he managed to knock Chris Kirkland from the first choice goalkeeper, and he's pretty decent. I don't really pay much attention to him, but hopefully he does good. Wigan need a good goalie because Wigan's defence is absolutely awful. So Clichy, City clinched Clichy on a 4-year deal, believed to be worth around $7 million. Honestly, don't know why City have gone for Clichy. He's decent, I guess, and $7 million's a pretty good price for him. But they're buying someone who couldn't even get into his team before, and he's going to a team that's trying to move forward. But also Liverpool wanted to buy him, so I don't know if Man City have just bought him because Liverpool wanted him. I'm not sure, and that's what Man City seems to be doing. They seem to want every player that any other team wants to buy. Tevez is desperate to leave City to be close to his family. Tevez has previously expressed this feeling, and his family actually live in Argentina, so it's understandable why he wants to leave. But in early episodes I talk about that Man City have handcuffed him to the club with a £100 million buyout, and if he's got that, well, I'm sure he probably does have that money, but will he pay it off? I don't know. Or was that just a rumour? Will Man City actually let him go? I don't know. That's just going to be a story for the whole transfer window. I'd be surprised if it gets sorted out in the summer transfers. I think it might get sorted out in January. We might have to wait till next season. I don't think Man City will sign him, register him for this season, because he clearly doesn't want to play. It would be pretty stupid to register him when another player will get left out who might actually want to play for Man City. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Plymouth have signed Dickinson, and as you see in the Road to Glory, I don't think I've got him yet. I've only shown the first episode, but he's a really good player, and I'm going to pay attention to him next season and see if he's does that good for him. I think he scored 35 goals last season, so he's definitely knows how to score. And I'm also going to be paying attention to the Don. I want to see if he does any good. It'd be quite interesting to see if he is that good, and hopefully if he is, he'll go to the Premiership. This is just a bit of gossip. I went on the Man U website. I know not everyone supports Man U, but I support Man U, and I know some of my subs support Man U, so this is just the gossip off the Man U website. And arriving is someone called Mariko Isla. If I pronounce these wrong, I'm sorry. There's quite a few really hard names to pronounce. Another one called Dino Speher, Speher. Adrian, Adryan. God's sake, I feel like an idiot spelling out all these bloody names. I can say this one: Huntelaar, and Schneider, as we all know, Nasri, as we all know, and Kyle Walker, which I was quite surprised. I sort of didn't even think about him, but he was showing some good signs, and he's been a pretty decent player at the end of the season, or end of last season. And the players leaving, a Jose, which sort of shows me that this gossip is pretty accurate, because I got this yesterday, and today I got this the day before yesterday, and then last night I found out that he was leaving, so it seems pretty accurate, and hopefully a lot of them come true. Wes Brown and John O'Shea, which we knew about before that. So it's the end of this episode. I'll bring them out more regularly. I can't fucking say that word, there's something wrong with it. More often, and I'll try and get a wider variety of news, and it's quite difficult to find trustworthy sources. You don't really want to go around getting stuff from newspapers, because they're not usually very accurate. They're just sort of talking crap basically to sell their newspaper. And I noticed in episode 1 of the Pride of England Road to Glory, the quality wasn't the best, and I don't know why that happened. I've probably messed up again. That usually happens quite a lot, but it won't be like that again. I think I've changed some settings on accident or something. If you sub to me, I will make a lot of mistakes, and yeah, I would re-upload, but it took ages. I'd rather just try and fix it for the next episode, which, if you want the next episode today after this, I will upload it, and I'll record the commentary after this now anyway, so just send me a message or leave it in the comments if you want another episode of Road to Glory today, and the quality should be fixed. If it's not, I will add it in the commentary and apologise then. And I don't usually ask in the actual commentary for likes. I usually put it in this description, and I've been getting a lot of likes for the amount of views I've been getting, and it's amazing. I can't thank you enough for liking the videos and watching them. But could you like this video? The likes make me want to do this more. It makes me enjoy doing it more. It makes me enjoy sitting here for 12 minutes talking to myself, and especially when you forget to press record, which I did do before this, and you're just literally talking to yourself. So I'll speak to you guys later, and look forward to the next episode, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.